What's worse? Another day, another music reaction. And we are on a roll today again with plenty requests to react to. And the next one is Happy by NF. So for those who do not know NF is the savior of so many souls because we just cling to his music, we cling to his words, we cling to his emotions and everything he uses to sing with because it's all real stories. It's his life. It is him sharing a lot of experiences that we have in our daily lives. And so from personal experience, I can say that NF has gotten me through some shit. And there are certain songs that I would just listen on repeat until I feel better. And so I'm all too happy, no pun intended, when I get to react to NF. So Leland, is it Leland? Just if I'm butchering your handle, please forgive me. You can correct me in Patreon if you don't mind. Is one of my VIP Patreon members who recently joined, and so far I've only been getting good requests to react to. And now NF, yes, it's about time that we get back onto NF. Let's give it up for Happy.
Dear God, please hear me out. I know it's been a couple years since I've reached out and said hello. I bet you're wondering why I keep obsessing on and stressing all the little things when I should be living life and soaking up the memories. I know I've been selfish, I have no excuse to give you it's true. Hanging by a thread's how I live. I don't know why, but I feel more comfortable living in my agony, watching my self-esteem go up in flames, acting like I don't care what anyone else thinks, when I know truthfully that that's the furthest thing from how I feel. But I'm too proud to open up and ask you to pick me up and pull me out this hole I'm trapped in. The truth is I need help, but I just can't imagine who I'd be if I was happy. Yeah, been this way so long it feels like something's off when I'm not depressed. I got some issues that I won't address. I got some baggage I ain't open yet. I got some demons I should put to rest. I got some traumas that I can't forget. I got some phone calls I've been avoiding, some family members I don't really connect with, some things I said I wish I would've not let slip, some hurtful words that never should've left my lips, some bridges burned I'm not ready to rebuild yet, some insecurities I haven't dealt with yet. I'll be the first to admit that I'm a lonely soul, and the last to admit I need a hand to hold. Losing hope, headed down a dangerous road. Strange I know, but I feel most at home when I'm living in my agony, watching my self-esteem go up in flames, acting like I don't care what anyone else thinks, when I know truthfully that that's the furthest thing from how I feel. But I'm too proud to open up and ask you to pick me up and pull me out this hole I'm trapped in. The truth is I need help, but I just can't imagine who I'd be if I was happy. Don't know what's around the bend, don't know what my future is, but I can't keep on living in my agony, watching my self-esteem go up in flames, acting like I don't care what anyone else thinks, when I know truthfully that that's the furthest thing from how I feel. But I'm too proud to open up and ask you to pick me up and pull me out this hole I'm trapped in. The truth is I need help, but I just can't imagine imagine who I'd be if I was happy. If I was happy. If I was happy.
Holy shit. Okay, this song was way too close to home. That pretty much wraps up my entire life into a single song and music video. He said at some point, let me just get the lyrics here quickly. So something that he mentioned that I just felt, oh shit, he is so in my head right now and saying everything that I constantly say to myself. So obsessing on and stressing all the little things, yeah, that is in my nature. That's literally, I overthink everything, everything. If you say something, but I think you kind of mean something else, like you just don't want to say it, or I read your facial expression and your expression does not correlate with what it is that you're saying, then I'm rather going to obsess over your facial expressions, because that is where I find truth in is body language rather than spoken words. But it was living in agony, watching my self-esteem go up in flames, acting like I don't care what anyone else thinks when I know truthfully that is the furthest thing from the truth. Absolutely, that is, oof, I know, that's painful. That's way too painful and personal. So feel, but I'm not too proud to open up and ask you to pick me up and pull out of this hole I'm trapped in. The truth is I need help, but I just can't imagine who I would be if I was happy. Okay, so this is a conversation my brother and I have very often because we don't know anything else but survival mode. And I think I mentioned this in my very emotional little bit of a mental breakdown reaction in when I was reacting to Jelly Roll. Oh, so yeah. It's been this way for so long. It feels like something's off when I'm not depressed. So the same with us. Um, so one, the depressed state, for us it's more anxiety, not so much depression. I don't think either one of us have depression. But in terms of anxiety, like it never stops. So we don't know a state of mind where we don't have to be in flight mode or fight mode. Um, we don't know a state of mind where we can just chill and not work. So he's saying it's been this way for so long, like it just doesn't feel right if I'm not even depressed. For us, it doesn't feel right when we're not working because all we know is to work so that we can get out of the situation that we're in, so that we can get out of this country, so that we can get out of the circumstances that was a result of our childhood, of the parents that we grew up with, of the baggage we live with. I got some issues that I won't address. I got some baggage that I ain't opened yet. I got some demons I should put to rest. I got some traumas that I can't forget. Like, as much as he's saying, yeah, he doesn't have, or he's still too proud to open up, even if it's to God. Because essentially, this whole song is addressed to God, right? So he's saying he's too proud to ask for help, but he's actually in so many words still asking God for help in this song. Like, even though he's saying, I'm too proud to ask for help, he's still telling God about all of this that's happening. Um, And that is just called intuition. So even if someone does not utter the words, I need help, although he did say this in this line of ear. Wait, let me show you. The truth is, I need help, but I just can't imagine who I would be if I was happy. So he's already saying I need help, despite the fact that he doesn't know who he would be. And we were talking about it the other day, like we don't even know what we would do, who we would be if I get the opportunity to go and have my farm and have my animals and just live out my days, maybe have a family of my own. Who would I be? Would I be happy with who I am then? Would I not want to go and fight the battles this life has currently running? There's so much happening in this world. Would I be okay with not being a warrior and just go and settle down? I'm in a very contradicting state of mind right now. Like, I actually don't know what is it that I want? What is it that I would be happy with? But then I also want to be in a place where I don't make that decision because I don't know yet what happiness, true happiness is. I don't know yet what a true non-stressful life is. Because if I have to make the decision whilst all I still know is fight or flight, I don't think it would be a very objective decision. I need to be able to experience something else, which is called happiness, before I can make an objective and informed decision. If you want cutthroat honesty and real experience, like real, not bullshit, not fake, I'm okay, or I fake my problems because I want attention, any of that shit. If you want honesty, if you want real, if you want true, not the bullshit, NF is your guy. Yeah, he writes lyrics like few. He's really, really good. And the reason why we can connect so easily is because it is so real. And in the same time, it just makes you realize, but shit, there's so many more people out there who experiences all of this. It's not rainbows and sunshine for everyone. Like, real people have real problems and they struggle with real shit that they need to be helped. They need to be observed and listened to without motive, without blindly believing what they say. Really observe body language, really observe expressions. Look what happens behind the eyes when someone says something. If they say okay, but they are okay, they are fine, but what you see behind the eyes contradicts that, or your gut tells you they are not fine, then maybe stop and pay attention a little bit more. Maybe see what you need to do, understand what is it that you need to do in order to be there for this person. What is it that they need? Do they need someone to trust? If that's the case, trust takes very, very long to earn. It could be that they've already been hurt so many times, their trust has been broken, so they're not going to easily trust. They're not just going to tell anyone like really what's happening in their minds all the time, or what's happening in their chest, that heavy suffocating feeling. They're not just going to share that. You need to bloody earn their trust. You need to earn insight into what they are dealing with. So forget about the distraction. Stop for a second. Take a breather. Stop this busy life and just check in with the next person. Check in with the one standing in front of you. Check in with one sitting right next to you. And see if they're still okay. And I'm just saying that they are okay. Because they actually, everyone is drowning in the distractions we have currently in 2025. Well, the kind of distractions we've had for the last 25 years. Pre-2000s, people still stopped to have dinner together. People still socialized on an intimate, caring, connecting manner. People still had, I don't know, house friends. And the men would connect, the woman would connect, the children would connect. People would still go to the beach and have conversations and have ice cream and spend time together, be healthy, be out in the sun. Things that also helped with mental health, whereas everything from the 2000s, especially when mobile phones came out, when people actually started having um, color screen mobile phones and started chatting on Mixit, and yes, Mixit, I know. That's when things changed. That's when we really started disconnecting and we didn't communicate anymore. We didn't get out anymore into nature, sunshine, go hiking. It was all about phones. It was all about now we started partying, now we started clubbing. And yes, there was clubs and partying and everything pre-2000s too, but there was a balance. Now there's no balance. I look around me and I see people do stuff and how they choose to spend their time, and I'm like, that's not balance. I'm guilty as charged, guys. All I do and know is work. Um, but I'm doing this for a reason, and I'm hoping in the next month that will rapidly change. Um, anyway, this was a bloody amazing song. Leland, thank you for bringing NF back to us, into our midst. Amazing, amazing song, so meaningful. And I see it's actually from NF's album Hope. So I've reacted to the song Hope before. I didn't know it's on the same album. But yeah, legendary. Thank you very much. I will check you guys in the next one. Thank you and goodbye.